Josh Baer. I'm a private art advisor and the publisher of the Baer Facts newsletter. Listen, when I had a gallery, there were 3 art advisors in the world. So now it's like every person who doesn't know how to have a job and knows rich people thinks, oh, I'll be an art advisor. There's probably 20 of them in the world who really know what they're doing and add insight, knowledge of the market, knowledge of the art, ability of dealing with people, access, and then there's hundreds of other people who happen to know some rich people. I don't, but listen, some people are intimidated by knowledge. And the art world is scary because suddenly if you're a collector, you may be the dumbest guy in the room. And if your art advisor's too smart, you may feel really stupid. So if you have an art advisor who knows barely more than you, it's a little less intimidating. You can sort of do the journey together and learn together. So there's room for everybody, but ultimately the smarter people should do better. No one's expecting a collector to be knowledgeable. It's not their job. They have other jobs. I think if you're an art dealer or an art advisor, that should be what you do full time, and you do have a responsibility to have not just vertical knowledge, but horizontal knowledge about history and what's going on. I'd be embarrassed to be telling somebody what to do if I knew nothing. Work for a gallery, work for an auction house, work for an art magazine, work for some artists, get 3 or 4 different kinds of experience to where you really feel like when you're giving someone advice, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, wow, I really provided value to my client. And until you have enough knowledge, don't put yourself in that situation. Because if you're helping someone spend millions of dollars and you don't know what you're doing, that's not a generous view. People want everything now. And rich people want everything now. And they're used to getting everything they want all the time, every day, now. So there's something about maturity and wisdom that takes a little bit of time. And people spend more time thinking about which refrigerator to buy sometimes than which painting to buy. The art market has thousands of regulations, like all markets, and if people want to find their way around regulations, they can and they do. So if we create new regulations, people will find ways around. If people want to behave ethically, they will. If people don't, they won't. Because this is a business about repeat business, and so it's not about one deal, it's about 20 deals. And if you blow it on one, you won't get the future ones. So it's a small world where people all speak to each other. They tell someone if someone's behaving badly or well, and they are all playing the long game rather than the short game. But there's plenty of lawsuits and plenty of contracts. The bigger the deal, the more the contracts, the more the lawyers. No, where it was hundreds of people, now it's thousands of people. But when you compare it to the real world, it's still pretty small. Well, it's gone more global, so the effect of travel, information flow, being able to know everybody has changed, because you used to be able to know everyone, and now it's really a multi-continent industry with millions of artists, thousands of galleries, thousands of art advisors, dozens of art fairs. So it's impossible to be fully informed for anyone. That's just a marketing tool and a sales tool. I think there's a future in the way that artists may relate to their consumers, either their viewers or their clients, through social media or through another means of expression. So there's no guarantee that the white walls of the galleries and the trade fairs of art shows will continue, but that's our reality today and next year. And people grow tired quickly of something. Technology and things shift quickly, but the art world is very conservative, very prudish, and they're not very brave. It's part of the entertainment dollar. The art world is fun for people. It's part of the reason they do it. But the sublime is still the sublime, and the 50 great artists are the 50 great artists, whether they're successful financially or not, and the rest is just noise. This is a very noisy business. We're in a noisy room, and there's probably 10 people in this room who really know what's going on.